Last week's adventure was fun, but I want to go in a new adventure that will make me suffer a little bit. Today, we try to see if I can beat Pokemon Soul Silver with a Hoothoot. This is the last adventure I set off before I start making challenges suggested by you guys, the viewers. So, let's begin with what the Pokédex has to say. Hoothoot's stats are real bad. As of writing this part in my journal, I have not started my adventure. But, Jesus Arceus, this will definitely make me question myself for a few days. His moveset is plain old bad, as it learns mostly Psychic type moves, and by TM we can learn Shadow Ball, but other than that, it's pretty bad in general. In regards to worries, I know the Johto region is quite hard. Jasmine in particular is the one that scares me the most. I don't know about the Elite Four, so let's see if I can actually become champion. The rules of the challenge are as following. I'm only going to be using Hoothoot in battle. He's my partner now. I will not use items in battle, because, well, they're not allowed. I can only use held items and Pokeballs because I will need to catch some Pokemon for hidden machines. Outside of battle, there's no problem in using items, but in battle, yeah, that's a no-no. The only exploits that I'll be using are going to be the speed exploit and the experience exploit, because I don't want this to take forever. So, let's go! So I moved to the Johto region with my rival Bubba. I asked the professor if he can change the Cyndaquil that he was going to give me for a Hoothoot. He was quite concerned, but he said, why not? I wanted Bubba to have Totodile, and obviously that was going to make it a lot harder. I nicknamed our little buddy Toby. So recently I was watching TV and an old man appeared there that had his old Hoothoot with him. He went off the Johto region exploring for different adventures, and honestly I really like the Johto region. So I wanted to go and play through this. There's also a bird keeper Toby in this region, and he makes YouTube videos. He's apparently a really cool guy, and I wanted to actually meet him. So we set off in our adventure, and by level 9 we learned Peck. That's basically a better tackle because it has the same power and better accuracy. When we get to Sprout Tower, we just peck through, because everyone pretty much has Bellsprouts. That sounds interesting. That would be a really good challenge. We finally make it to the first gym leader, Faulkner. He specializes in flying type Pokemon, and I just want to freaking smash that Pidgeotto out of here. Why would he give it Roost? Why would it teach it that? At level 13, we can't even win. Toby is really weak, and he recovers a lot with the magic feathers. Freaking Roost. We have to do some good training, and we get to level 20, but god. First off is Pidgey, and it takes us 2 hits to kill it. 2 hits! A level 9 Pidgey. We're freaking level 20. Last is Pidgeotto, and it's a struggle, but we managed to freaking peck our way through the Cipher badge. Good job, bud. At level 21, we get Confusion, and we replace Tackle with it, as it's much better. We go through some routes, and we finally get to Azalea Town. But before that, we battle some Team Rocket grunts in Slowpoke Well. Now we can challenge the gym. We get to Bugsy, and we're level 23. It takes us 2 tries. First is Scyther, and I start by using Confusion to see how much damage it will do. It does less than I think, so I change to Peck. He uses Quick Attack and then Focus Energy, so he has better chances of getting crits. So I peck away into the yellow. Yes! He recovers with Citrus Berry. He then Quick Attacks me, but fails to get the crit, and I peck him just before the red as I finish him with another peck. Next are Metapod and Kakuna, but they do nothing, so we get the Hive badge. Let's go! Bubba just arrived at Azalea Town, and he decides that he wants to fight us. Our first time battling, I get hit with a curse from Ghastly, so it's pretty much over. In my second attempt, I get rid of Ghastly with a critical peck. Now it's Croconaw, and I decide to go for a Confusion. Luckily, getting the Confusion status. He gets 2 Scary Faces into me, but I get pecking and he hits himself in Confusion. I get him into the red and he snaps out of Confusion, but only goes with Scary Face, so I decide for another Confusion to get him off. Last is Zubat, and I get Supersonic right away, but manage to hit my Confusion. He bites me and I peck him right away, defeating him. Bubba, you're a good trainer. You should do a little bit more training. We finally get to the big city, Goldenrod. I meet a girl named Whitney in the radio station. She's a really good, talented trainer, and apparently is the gym leader here. I tried this battle 10 times. The fact that Toby is a male Hoothoot makes it a lot harder. We have to level up until level 30, learning Air Slash in the process to finally at least have a chance. First is Clefairy, and I take down immediately to leave her with a sliver of health. She uses Double Slap, and it hits 2 times. She heals her Clefairy in the process with a super potion. And then I use Confusion for a little bit of damage, but get a critical hit in the process. I Air Slash her and she goes down. Ah, Arceus. Next comes Miltank. I really don't like this cow. Normally in my last trips to Johto, I don't have any problems with her, but this is an adventure and we're only using Hoothoot. She uses a track right away, making me fall in love with her. I mean, that's fine and dandy, but I cannot attack. I managed to get an Air Slash and do a little over a third. She stumps me and I use Confusion, leaving her in the yellow. She stumps again and I Air Slash to get the win, getting ourselves the plain badge. Let's go, Hoothoot! We get to Ecruteak City, a place known for its traditions, and we decide to pay respects in the Burn Tower. There, we fight Bubba. It takes us 2 attempts. The first time I Air Slash the Ghastly, having no problems, but out comes the Magnemite, and my Air Slash misses. He uses T-Wave on us, and it goes downhill from there. My second try is way better, as we Air Slash the Ghastly for a one-shot. Next Magnemite comes out, and I use Takedown to do half its health. He uses Supersonic, and I get confused. I manage to not hit myself and get rid of him in another Takedown. Next is Croconaw, and he starts a scary facing me. But I do nothing for 2 turns. Then I hit him with an Air Slash and get half its health. I managed to hit a second one and get Croconaw off. Last is Zubat and 2 Confusions are enough to finish him. While fighting the trainers in Ecruteak Gym, we hit level 33 and decide to learn Sand Headbutt. We finally get to battle Morty, a Ghost-type gym leader. This fight is not easy, as we need to get quite lucky with some critical hits and flinches, and obviously not get cursed. If we get cursed, we are doomed. In our third try, we get lucky. We start by one-shotting Ghastly. Morty has 2 hunters, so he sends out 1, and I'm debating of doing Send Headbutt or Air Slash. I decide to go for the Air Slash, and luckily enough, we get a flinch. He uses a Hyper Potion, and I hit him back into the yellow with a second Air Slash, to then finish him off with a third Air Slash. Next is Gengar, and he uses Mean Look on me, but that allows me to get a free shot with Air Slash. Next, my Quick Claw activates, and I hit him with another Air Slash, getting him into the red, and activating his Citrus Berry. And also he gets flinch. He uses Hypnosis and he fails. And then we get the kill with another Air Slash. Last is Haunter, and he uses Mean Look again. I use Air Slash and get lucky to crit and finish him off, getting us the 4th gym badge, the Fog Badge. Also, we get the TM for Shadow Ball. This is the time where I remind you that even though I'm traveling, you can follow me in my other social media. On Instagram, I post a section called Pokemon Question of the Day. And on Twitter, I'm mostly there when I'm not in YouTube. I really hope that you like the content that I produce. Okay, let's get back to the video. We finally get to meet our namesake. The reason why I named Toby Toby. It's Bird Keeper Toby. He has been really supportive of me, not only on Twitter, but on Instagram. So we decide to battle, and we defeat his 3 duos with just Air Slash. Dude, you're a really good YouTuber, but as a trainer, I don't know. We get to Olivine City and get both the Good Rod and a Krabby, because we need a surfing partner. We go up to the lighthouse and talk to Jasmine, a really good trainer from the city, and she tells me that she needed help for Ampharos. So we decide to go to Cianwood. We go to the pharmacy, get some drugs, and then go fight Chuck. The battle is pretty easy, as I use Psychic type moves and Flying type moves. It's pretty much a breeze, and we get the 5th gym badge, the Storm Badge. Oh, I also decided to teach Toby Fly. We're going to get rid of it once we get to Blackthorn City, but for now it's quite useful. We go back to Olivine, give the package to Jasmine, and then go to the gym. I teach Shadow Ball to Toby, as I think that he's going to need it, and go for it. She is crazy. She massacres us. Like, she uses 2 freaking Magnemites. That's the worst. She's horrible. I mean, I try and try and try, but after a few tries, I come up with a strategy that may help us. For this, we need a Cherry Berry, but Mom hasn't sent us any. So I decide to do something interesting. So I go to the water and catch a Krabby. Then I trade it for a Voltorb with a guy that lives here. That Voltorb has a Cherry Berry. The strategy is this. She's going to be using T-Wave and Supersonic so that I can't attack. Then Thunderbolt me and pretty much kill me in the process. So by using the Cherry Berry, she needs to waste another turn T-Waving me. We need to get lucky with getting some flinches and hit strong. But hopefully we can take this. It takes me 52 tries and 2 days to fight this gym. We get lucky at level 65. Jasmine starts with her first Magnemite. I'm faster, so I go for the extra sensory, and I manage to get a crit. The second Magnemite is off. I use extra sensory and leave him in the yellow. He uses T-Wave and I recover with a berry. I go for the Shadow Ball and finish the second Magnemite off. Last is her ace, Steelix. This was such a brutal fight. I go for a Shadow Ball as I want the special defense drop. We don't get it. Goes for a Screech and misses. My second Shadow Ball hits and it's a crit, leaving her in the red. She recovers with a Citrus Berry and then she goes for a Sandstorm. She recovers as well and I start doing Shadow Balls, trying to get that special defense drop. We just can't get it and it's doing a quarter of its health. I go for another Shadow Ball, but still don't get the drop. She uses Iron Tail and misses. While all of this is happening, the Sandstorm is hitting me lower and lower in health. The next Shadow Ball hits and it lives with a quarter of health. She uses Iron Tail and gets the defense drop. Sandstorm hits me one more time. Jesus, I don't know if we can make it. She recovers with Hyper Potion and I hit her with another Shadow Ball, getting a critical hit and leaving her in half her health. Finally, the Sandstorm ends. My next Shadow Ball hits and it leaves her in the yellow before the red. She uses Iron Tail and it hits, leaving me at 7 HP. Thank Arceus the Sandstorm ended. I hit her back with a Shadow Ball and finish her off, getting the 6th gym badge, the Mineral Badge. Toby, say your thing! We continue our adventure by going to the Lake of Rage, where Red Gyarados was forced to evolve. We try to catch it, but the son of a gun decides that it didn't want to come along, so I sent Toby and killed him. We didn't need him anyway. After that, we discover that there's a secret hideout with the Pokemon champion, and defeat a lot of Rocket Grunts. Back in Mahogany, we go to the gym, and I'm happy to report that the old man there is just a pushover. All the people in the region for some good reason told me that he's an ass, that, oh, you're gonna lose, or, I don't know, blah blah blah. You know what I did to him? You really wanna know what I did to him? I Shadow Balled the out of him. He didn't have a chance. We were stronger, faster, and better looking, and I have to say, but Hoothoot went nuts and pretty much tear him apart, getting ourselves the 7th gym badge, the Glacier badge. We had a phone call and people told us to go to Goldenrod City. For some weird reason, they were broadcasting some weird songs. They wanted a Pikachu for some weird reason. We find Bubba in the middle of all of this, and that was good. We decided to have a battle because it seemed better than saving some people that play music. He starts with Golbat, but Toby was fast, using extra sensory and he killed him off. Next was his Magnemite, and we hit him with a Shadow Ball. He hits us with a Spark, and we get paralyzed. He hits us hard, but we can take it because Toby is the king. We get extra sensory off and psych him away. Next was Sneasel, and it was way faster than us. He used Feint Attack, but we could take it. Then we Shadow Balled it for a little damage. After a little bit of thought, I told Toby to use Air Slash to finish him off. Next is Feraligatr. That's not Feraligatr! Like, what? You ditched your partner? You ditched Crocodile? Really, man? You're going that way. So apparently there was a little bit of a weird glitch in this run, and something happened that altered the timeline, and he decided for a Meganium now. That was weird, but sure, Toby will take it. So, Air Slash away! Last was Hunter, and he confused us immediately, and then cursed us. We get paralyzed, but after that we hit our Air Slash, defeating Bubba. We decided to get a Heart Scale because Toby needed to remember a move for the last leg of the journey. Oh, we also caught a Skarmory. We decided to name him Airmon. We went to a tutor and taught Takedown back to Toby, as it was way stronger. We arrive at Blackthorn Gym, and we head off to the leader. She's a really cool trainer. Her name is Claire. She started a rampage. A rampage, I say. She became mad and started hitting Toby as if it was a toy. We struggled, we fought, we failed. But then, I remember something that someone told me at the beginning of my journey. We can still fly! And also recover mid-battle with the magic of feathers! We taught Ruse to Toby, Well, that gave us a chance. In our 17th attempt, we got lucky. She sent out her Gyarados, and we started with Air Slash. Got the flinch, and then Toby finished him off with another Air Slash. Next was one of her Dragonairs. She immediately paralyzes us, and we miss our Air Slash. She then uses Dragon Pulse and does little damage. After that, I hit back with another Air Slash, doing more than half its health. Then another Dragon Pulse in my way, and I Air Slash her back for the kill. Next was Dragonair number 2. She went for Dragon Pulse again. I Air Slash her and then decide to roost, but not before she went for another Dragon Pulse. She Dragon Pulsed me again and we try an Air Slash but fail in the process. She hits us with a Dragon Pulse and we hit back with Extra Sensory, finishing Dragonair off. Last is Kindra, a bulky Pokemon, really trained to be a wreck for trainers who are not prepared. She went in and used Hydro Pump, hitting us for a lot of damage, but we managed to take it and roost off. She then started using Smoke Screen, and I went for an Air Slash, hitting her despite our accuracy being lowered. She went for Hydro Pump, but missed in the process, and we hit her with another Shadow Ball, activating her Citrus Berry. She tried to blind us again with a Smoke Screen, but we managed to hit her with a Shadow Ball, getting her into the red. She then proceeded to heal as we failed our Shadow Ball. She Smoke Screen us, and then we hit back our Shadow Ball. She failed her Hydro Pump again, but we failed our Shadow Ball. Her next Hydro Pump did hit, and we got paralyzed in the process. Another Hydro Pump hit, but we managed to survive it, and then heal off with Roost. She hits with Dragon Pulse, and then we get paralyzed. I'm really starting to get worried. But then she goes for Hyper Beam, but we tanked it and healed off with Roost. She needed to recharge, but we fail again our Shadow Ball. Why the freaking Smoke Screens? She goes for another Hyper Beam and we respond with Shadow Ball, finally hitting. While she had to recharge, we heal, and then we get hit by a critical hit Hyper Beam, and we managed to survive it at 22 HP. We responded with a critical hit Shadow Ball to finish the battle, and gets us our final gym. Wait, why is she not giving our gym badge? So apparently we have to respond to quiz, and finally she gave us the Rising badge, qualifying us for the Pokemon League. Toby, say your line. We fought some kimono girls having problems with the Jolteon, but managed to get through. I decided to go off to the Whirl Islands that were between Olivine and Mahogany, and saw some cool dancing as the legendary Pokemon Lugia came out of the waterfall. But I caught it with a quick Master Ball, and so that it didn't cause any rampage. We went back to Newbark Town and caught a tentacle called Fall. I taught it Waterfall and set off to the Pokemon League. We finally get to the reception gate in Route 26. As they verify us with our badges, then we enter Victory Road. At the end of Victory Road, Bubba had gotten the 8 badges of Johto as well, so he decided to battle us before the Pokemon League. He started with Sneasel, as we Air Slash it for a 1-hit KO. Next is Magneton, and we use Shadow Ball for a little damage. Use Thunder Wave to paralyze us, and then I Extra Sensory. He hit us with Supersonic, confusing us in the process. Bubba, why? We're good rivals, don't be a Sorry, Toby. Use a Spark for a little damage as we go for Shadow Ball for the kill. Wait, what? That's not dead. Why is it not dead? Our Quick Claw activates and we hit our Extra Sensory to finish him off. Why is it that we can't one-hit that freaking Magneton? Next is Kadabra, and we tried to hit it with a Shadow Ball, but hit ourselves in the process. He sets off Reflect, he uses Psybeam, as we snap out of our confusion. We hit our Shadow Ball for a 1-hit KO. Next is Golbat, and we get hit with an Air Cutter, and then we get paralyzed. He hits us with another Air Cutter, and heal off with Roost. We hit off our Extra Sensory for a 1-hit. Wait, why is it not dead again? Toby, need to do some training. An Air Slash is enough to finish him off. Next is Meganium, and we hit it with an Air Slash to finish it off. Last is Hunter, and he starts by confusing us. Then we try to heal, but get paralyzed. That Hunter was a little scary for Toby, but he used Curse, and then we heal off with a Roost. And then we use Air Slash to finish Bubba. He has become a strong trainer, and I really wish him the best luck next time we face each other. We finally get to the Indigo Plateau, and heal Toby as we do some shopping before our challenge of the Elite Four. We say goodbye to our partners that help us getting here, and then set off to the challenge of the Elite Four, the most powerful trainers in Johto. We start off with Will. He's a Psychic type trainer and starts off with Zadu. I Shadow Ball him to leave him with just a little bit of health as he confuses us. He heals Zadu and we hit ourselves 2 times. Then he uses Psychic. We finally snap out of our confusion and hit him with an Air Slash. He uses Psychic and we respond with Shadow Ball to finish him. Next is Jinx. and we Shadow Ball it. She responds with a Psychic and then gets a crit. We heal and then hit our Shadow Ball. We heal with Roost and then she hits with an Ice Punch. Our Quick Claw activates to finish her off. Executor is next, and a single Air Slash is enough for an Oko. Slowbro's next, and a combo of Shadow Ball and Air Slash gets him. And then, the last Sadu. I use Shadow Ball to get him to activate his berry. He uses Psychic, and I finish him off with a Shadow Ball. 1 down, 3 more to go. I use some potions to heal Toby, and then we face former Kanto Gym leader, Koga. He starts off with Gyarados, as Toby is up and ready. We use Extrasensory to finish that Gyarados. Next is Fortress. I try some moves, but he is super bulky. He also uses Protect to stall us a bit, but then discover that Air Slash is good damage. Next is Muk. We do Extrasensory and he takes the hit, and then uses Minimize. He recovers a bit using the Black Sludge. He then uses Screech, and we fail our attack. Then we hit it with another Extrasensory to take him out. Next is Crobat, and we get defeated pretty easily. So we rematch him. We blaze through Gyarados, Fortress, and Muk, and get back to Crobat. He uses Wing Attack and gets a crit, as we hit him with an Extrasensory to do a lot of damage, activating his Citrus Berry. We then take his Wing Attack and finish him off with an Extrasensory. Last is Venomoth, and a single Air Slash takes it. We're halfway through. Let's go. Fighting Trainer Bruno was next. And he has been training quite a bit. He starts with Hitmontop and does a quick attack. We hit back with Air Slash and almost get him, as Bruno heals Hitmontop. My next Air Slash does enough damage to take him, so Hitmonchan is next. An Extrasensory does good damage, and he hits us with an Ice Punch. It does a little damage, and I get him with an Air Slash next turn. Next is Onix. Toby grabs the Quick Claw and hits it with a Shadow Ball, almost getting Onix off, but got the special defense drop. He uses Rock Slide and we finish him off with another Shadow Ball. Machamp comes out and I decide it's time to heal. He uses Rock Slide and we hit him back with an Air Slash. He heals with his berry and gets Flinch. A last Air Slash gets him and out comes Hitmonlee. He is frail, so a single Air Slash finish him off. 3 down, 1 more before the champion. Let's give it our best. The next room is Karin, a Dark type trainer and a good one indeed. She's strong, and her Umbreon tanks us super well. She has definitely had time to prepare for this fight. She demolishes us 8 times, but in our 9th, we managed to beat her. She starts off with Umbreon. We hit with 2 Air Slash without making her move, and then she tries using Double Team to make us fail. But we hit our Air Slash and finish it off. Next was Houndoom. We hit it with an Air Slash, and she starts setting up the Nasty Plot. We hit for a second Air Slash, activating her berry, but she didn't move, so I finish her off with a 3rd Air Slash. Next is Gengar, and even though she uses Spite, my Shadow Ball did a lot of damage. My Quick Claw then activates, giving me enough speed to do a Shadow Ball first and finish Gengar off. Next, Vileplume, and she survives an Air Slash. She tried to stun me, but I moved right away in time. Karin decides to heal, as I go for an Extrasensory, and it does a lot of damage. And then, finish her off with an Air Slash. Murkrow is last, and she uses Sucker Punch. We take it quite well and respond with an Air Slash, leaving her in the red. She heals, but another Air Slash leaves her in the red, as the final Shadow Ball hits to finish her off. Finally, the Elite Four is defeated, and only the champion is left. Let's go, Toby. Finally, after a great journey through the Johto region, there was only one more trainer to defeat. We have met him before. Yes, that's right. Lance, the Dragon Master. He's a brutal trainer, and as we tried the first time, we're too weak to fight him. His Aerodactyl simply destroyed us. We couldn't do anything. We trained and trained and trained and tried and tried and tried. It took me 2 days of training and trying. I was exhausted. Toby was too. As the night fell in the Johto region, we saw the horizon and thought we only have this trainer left. We need to do this. Toby finally was strong enough to give it a shot. He was level 100. I put all my items in front of him, but he decided to use a Quick Claw, because we have tried many of them, and the Quick Claw was best. The main factor that hinders us is that Dragonites paralyze us. So we went on, and after 96 tries, we faced Lance for one last time. Gyarados was first, and a couple of Air Slashes got him. Not without getting hit and bitten by a nice fan. Aerodactyl is out. A really difficult Pokemon for us because of its Rock Slide, but if we manage to defeat him, we may have a chance. After all the training, we knew that a combo of good hitting Shadow Balls and Extrasensory A little bit of luck may help us. Toby grabbed the Quick Claw and went nuts. He outsped the Aerodactyl and hit him with more than half its damage. It hit back with a strong Rock Slide, but nothing that Toby couldn't take. He outsped us and used Rock Slide, doing a huge amount of damage. And then we fired him back with an Extra Sensory to get him off. Lance has 3 Dragonites. This is Thunder Knight. It specializes in using Thunder and Thunder Wave. We use the Quick Claw and then heal. It went for Thunder Wave to half our speed. He tries with Thunder and fails. We try to hit him back, but we fail. We are in real trouble now. His next Thunder hits and it does a lot of damage. We take a breath and go in for an Air Slash to get more than half of its health. Toby took the Quick Claw and healed itself with the Magic Feathers. As he went back with Hyper Beam, what Lance didn't know is that we had trained for Hyper Beams. And we took it like a champ. When he had to recharge, an Air Slash took him off. Next was Blizzard Knight, and he hit for a lot of damage. I used another Air Slash but got paralyzed in the process. Another Blizzard came in, and even shivering we took it, surviving at 27 HP. As we healed with Roost, we needed to heal again if he decided to do anything crazy, so we use the Quick Claw to heal again. He hits back again with Blizzard and we get paralyzed in the middle. I'm not even sure if we're able to get him. Another Blizzard comes in, but we take it. I believe in you, Toby, as we use Roost, but we got paralyzed. Oh no! He used Dragon Rush to finish us, but we, with a little health, managed to evade it. We healed off. We can breathe now. We get the Quick Claw, but get paralyzed in the process. He hits us back with a Hyper Beam. We take it and we use the opportunity of him recharging and using Air Slash. He does another Hyper Beam, but we decide to roost so that we get more health as he's faster. He needs to recharge and we hit for an Air Slash. 4 down, 2 more to go. Third Dragonite comes out and it uses Safeguard. So I Shadow Ball it for a crit, activating its berry. He uses Outrage, but we manage to take it. Now, Toby, use Shadow Ball! It does little damage. We took our Quick Claw to roost for a second Outrage to come out, but confusing him. Think Arceus. He managed to hit through this confusion with another Outrage. We need to take this. Shadow Ball connects, but leaves him in the red. Thankfully, it reduces his special defense. We use our Quick Claw to roost off. He hits himself in confusion, only leaving Charizard. We both try and hit with Air Slash, but fail. Toby, out of madness, grabs the Quick Claw and shoves it into the air, creating a critical hit Air Slash, finishing Charizard off and making us the Pokemon champions of the Johto region. After all of this, we are champions. It took us a lot of effort, but we did it. Toby was a great partner. He had his flaws like any other Pokemon, but we managed to make it through. Isn't that right, buddy? This was a great adventure, but we need to take a rest. I really hope that you can understand, and I would love to do another adventure first before facing the Kanto Gym leaders. If you like my adventure, you should give it a like. Tell me where I should go next. I'm thinking of the Hoenn region, as I want to have some good relaxing time in the hot springs of Lava Ridge. Also, tell me who my partner or partner should be. I'm always reading your comments. I'm PokeVictor, saying bye.